what's up, my friends? It's time to begin. Get ready to sing and pray. It's music time, and I'm glad you're here. It's gonna be lit, so come and join right in. I said, what's up, my friends? How are you doing today? I'm so glad you're here. Come on, we got some music to play. Say, what's up, my friends? How are you doing today? I'm so glad you're here. Come on, we got some music to play. Hey everyone, Mr. Morgan here, music teacher at Richardson Park Elementary. And today I have a fun activity for you. And you probably noticed some things on my table over here. And you're like, Mr. Morgan, what is all of that on your table? What are we going to do with that? So today I'm going to be showing you how to make some instruments with things that you find around your house. So you might open the cabinet, you might open a drawer, and you find some of these materials that we need to make our instruments. You can also get some of these materials from the dollar store in case you don't have them at home. Now, we will be using things that you find around the house, so make sure you get your parents' or guardian's permission before you use any of it. But I think this would be a great activity that you can do with your family, and you can make some music together. So let's get started. The first instrument that I have, can anyone guess what this would be? This is a rain stick. Now, this rain stick, I used a roll of contact paper to make my rain stick. Contact paper is just something that you put on books, hardcover books, so that they don't get messed up. Now, for this rain stick, you want to make sure that you put something on the ends so that your beads, or whatever you put inside to make a shaking sound, do not fall out on the floor. So I used tape. I took a piece of tape and I laid it across, and then I took another piece and wrapped it around. But you could use paper. Now paper might rip, but you could still use it, or a piece of fabric or cloth. Then you'll tape it around and use a rubber band just to make sure it's secure and it doesn't come off. And you'll do that to both sides. Now I used pinto beans and marbles. You could also use rice or anything else you have around the house that might make a shaking sound. You can also shake it like this to get a different sound. So that's my rain stick. The next instrument I have, can anyone guess what these are? They're egg shakers, and I just used Easter eggs. And inside the Easter eggs, I put rice. Rice inside. You could also use beans. Beans might work really good, or beads. But I like the rice sound. And I have different colors. Yellow, pink, orange, and purple. So those are my egg shakers. They're a lot of fun. You can also tape around the edges just to make sure it doesn't open. My next instrument, I have a lot of shakers. These are little tin cans that I found in Dollar Tree. You can also use a container, or even if you have a cup with a top on it, and create little shakers. Now I put beads inside these. Yep, just little beads. You could also use rice or beans or anything that makes a shaking sound to get these little shakers. Now I just thought of something else. If you have these little tin cans, you can make them into finger cymbals. Doesn't sound like a real cymbal, but it has sort of a clanking sound. Can anyone guess what type of instrument, what instrument family are cymbals and shakers in? What instrument family are cymbals and shakers in? The percussion family. And you can make percussion instruments out of a lot of different things. Out of my table, out of your body percussion. anything you can tap on and make a little groovy beat can be a percussion instrument. So that's pretty cool too. The next percussion instrument I have, can anyone guess what these are? These are maracas. And these are my favorite ones. Well, one of my favorite ones. And I use the Easter eggs. And I use little mini tongs that I got from the dollar store. Bigger tongs could probably still work, but I like the mini ones because they're easier to hold in your hands. And they're plastic. So I took the Easter egg and I filled it with rice or whatever you want to use to make a shaking sound. I put it in the middle of the tongs so that it can hold it together. And then I taped around it and put a rubber band around it too, just so it's more secure. You could probably just use the tape or just use the rubber band and it'll work as long as the rubber band is tight enough. And we have some maracas. This next instrument, you can use a container. It can be a square container, a circle, a rectangle, and you'll wrap rubber bands around it. I used 4 because my container is small. And depending on how big the container is, the rubber bands will make different sounds. So mine is a little smaller, so we'll see how it sounds. Bum, 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 bum. That one's hard to hear. Bum, 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 bum. Does anyone know what interval that is? Bum, 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 bum. That's called an octave. That's an octave. So an octave is a series of notes that is 8 notes away from the same note. So if I start on a C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, that 8th note is an octave. And an octave can go up high, bum, 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 or it can go low, bum, 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 bum. Let's hear the other strings. Bum, 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 bum. Can you sing an octave above or below? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. It's a little high for Mr. Morgan, but I'm sure you got it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. And there you have it. My homemade string instrument. Let's see. Oh, I have a few more. A few more shakers. This is just a little plastic jar. Pinto beans. It's a nice shaker. And one of my favorite shakers is the piggy bank shaker. So this is a little piggy bank that I got from Dollar Tree that I was going to use for an activity, but I didn't use this one. So I put pinto beans inside of it to make another instrument. Now make sure if you're using a piggy bank, a plastic one, because it's safer, you'll put tape on the top so that everything doesn't fall out. Now, this is the next to last instrument I'm going to show you. The last instrument we're actually going to make together. Now I have some glasses of water. Mr. Morgan, why do you have glasses of water? That's not an instrument, but it's really cool. I'm going to show you how we can make them instruments. Now, if you're using glasses, make sure that you do it with your parent or guardian, and you have to be very, very careful because glass is delicate. So I'm going to use this spoon and I'm going to tap on each of these glasses very gently. Each of these glasses have a different amount of water in it, from a little to a lot. So you want to fill it up a little bit more each time so that you can see the difference. And we'll see the sounds that they make. And there you have it. I like these last three. We're going to make a little song with it. Bum, 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 bum. It's pretty cool, huh? What you can do with water and glasses. Now, our last instrument is very cool. We're going to make kazoos. Now, you have to make sure that your popsicle sticks do not have cracks in them, because if they have cracks in them, the kazoo might not work. So for this, you need 2 popsicle sticks. You need 2 small rubber bands, which I'm going to use from here. You need 1 big rubber band. And you need a straw. You also will need scissors. So make sure you get a parent or guardian's help if you need help with the scissors. So first, you want to take your big rubber band and you want to take one of your popsicle sticks and make sure you wrap it around the long way. And you want your rubber band to be flat. So make sure when you wrap it around that it's flat and smooth. Then you'll take your straw and you'll cut them into small pieces, 2 small pieces. Try to make sure they're in the same size. Oop, be careful because they like to fly all over the place. So make sure they're the same size. Also try to make sure they don't have cracks in them. So that one had a little crack and it might not work. So there we go. I have my 2 small pieces. They're almost the same size. So you're going to take 1 straw and you're going to put it underneath the rubber band close to the edge like that. Then you're going to take your small rubber band and wrap it around the end so that the straw does not come out. Might want to wrap it 2 or 3 times. Just make sure it's tight. Just like that. Now you're going to take your other straw and your other popsicle stick and you're going to put the straw on top of the rubber band, not underneath, and you're going to put your popsicle stick. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Morgan made a mistake. Rewind. Take your small rubber band off. So we're going to start here. You're going to use your popsicle stick that has the rubber band around it. You're going to put your straw underneath. And you're going to take your other popsicle stick and put it on top. Now you're going to take your rubber band and wrap it around the edge so it doesn't fall off. Remember, 2 or 3 times. Like that. Now you'll take your other straw and put it on top of the rubber band, a little bit away from the edge so you can tie your rubber band around it. And I'm going to take my smaller rubber band and wrap it around. And then I have my kazoo. Let's see if it works. So that's pretty cool. A do-it-yourself kazoo. And then you can play it around the house and make a lot of music for your family. Well, that's all I have today. Stay tuned for next time. Let's see what we're going to do in Mr. Morgan's music classroom. Take care and have a great day.